Hi. Good.
Oh, great.
Sorry, I had to jump in on that.
What are you doing?
I can hear you.
Some of you. Okay.
Hold on.
Oh no.
1 second. Make sure. Can you guys hear me now? Make sure you can hear me. This is why I rely on chat. At the beginning, there we go. They can hear me now. All right, awesome.
There he is.
Anybody, if we freeze or you can't hear any of us or anything of that nature happens, let us know in chat. We're always active there, and we can make sure that gameplay is smooth. So yeah, we're officially live now. This is the weekly Syrinscape Cyberpunk Red gameplay. We do this every Thursday right here at the same time. We've had 8 sessions prior to this. I recommend everyone go check out all those sessions. The VODs are on the Syrinscape YouTube, and you can catch up with the story, see all the different things that the players have gone through that gets them to this point in today's session. Before I do a little recap of what happened in the previous session and bring us up to today's session and get started, let's go around the table and just everybody, introduce yourself, tell people where they can find you, and then introduce your character. Brandon, you want to start it off?
Yeah, sure. I'm Brandon Perkins, DM_Brando, and I play Rush, who is your fixer with a nice, smooth down south accent.
Phil?
Hello.
Hey.
I'm here. Yes, I'm Phil. I am one quarter of Baby Media, alongside Ellen and 2 lovely lads who are not here right now. But we do we are Aussie content creators who specialize in doing a TTRPG podcast called Rodcast, which has a different game every season, from 2020 to Red, to Vampire, and Pulp Cthulhu, and we're just about to start Kids on Bikes. We've literally had episode 0, episode 1's coming up. So please check that out. Some really cool gameplay with original music and editing and stuff. A little less live, a little bit more produced, but it's a different kind of kettle of fish. So if you like what we're doing here, please check it out. Otherwise, find me on Twitter at Scruff. And here today, I'll be playing Bud solo.
Perfect. Rockette.
I'm not on mute. You are. Hi, everybody. I am Rockette Fox. You can find me every place that Rockette Foxes can be found, including over on my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/RocketteFox, wherein I am just about to finish my new streaming rig build. And so then you'll be able to see me play things without lag. There was a couple games I was trying to play, and that was rough. But also bringing in a whole new host of games that I can actually play now. So I'm really excited. So next week, I will have that up and running. So make sure to come see me and say hello. Also, I'm kind of on Twitter, but I'm also mostly on Instagram and stuff. Come see me and say hello. I also have a podcast called Fantastically Strange. It is both fantastic and strange and for your ear holes. So check it out. And I, for the purposes of tonight, am playing your favorite Netrunner, Hades. And I don't know. I feel like my intellect is back up at this point, and I'm gonna really be wondering why I'm on a little platform with a cow.
That sounds about right.
We'll figure that all out.
In a hazmat suit.
Yeah, in a hazmat.
Yeah.
Imagine coming back from a foggy haze and just it feels like you're waking up and you're in a hazmat suit on the back of a flatbed with a cow leaking black fluids. Like, you're like, wait, what? Like,
Am I
We
waking
said
up
we
or
wouldn't
is this
talk
a
about.
dream?
We said we wouldn't talk about clown college, man.
And now there's this.
All right, Ellen.
Hi, I'm Ellen or Ellie Bean or on Twitter at EllenKGraham1. Yes, that's right. I want to be Twitter famous and I'm a hot nerd on there. So check out my cosplays and check out all my TTRPG inane thoughts because they're there for you to enjoy like a delicious smorgasbord. So check that out. Of course, as Phil said, I am 1/4 of baby beard with the lovely other babies and beards. And focusing on some of our other content, we also have a YouTube channel where we have been doing daily uploads for at least a year. The last count I did was we have over 680 different episodes that you can totally watch at your leisure. They're all very fun. We like to tackle RPGs, so we've done Dragon Age Origins, Fallout New Vegas, our Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline series is also very popular, so check that out if you like me and Phil, and you also like two other unnamed Australian men. You can also check out the last episode of the Don't Forget Your Towels podcast, which launched today. And it is the last episode of my one-shot with them for Lady Blackbird, which is really fun. And today I will be playing Alley Katz, the rocker of your dreams.
Oh yeah, and not to add even more, to Roll to Cast Baby Beard Media, but I'll mention that even if you don't like even if you don't like gameplay stuff, they have a really cool commentary on every episode. Well, anyways, you want to give that a plug? How you originally started covering all the
episodes of Futurama in
Yes.
Shut Up and Take My Podcast. So there's an episode for every episode of Futurama, plus all the extra stuff they did on the side, whether it's the cutscenes from the video game or the podcast that they did themselves. We've done it all.
Yeah, I think it's
all of it.
I think it's cool mentioning because I'll do the game stuff, but I think it's cool that you guys have that too. Anyways, I'm Rob Mulligan. I'm the founder of Cyberpunk Uncensored. You can check out cyberpunkuncensored.com. Also, Cyberpunk Uncensored on Twitch and on YouTube. Holy cow, we run so many different things from gameplay, multiple GMs, interviews, so many different series, deep dive series, Night City Live, GM Roundtable. Oh my god, just too much stuff to even name. We're getting ready to come out with some Dune, some Fallout. I'm also working with Mad Queen and other brands like right here at Syrinscape. So check out cyberpunkuncensored.com, all the links. I'd really appreciate that. Also, I do want to mention everyone gives support to Syrinscape. We're all here because of Syrinscape. This is the weekly gameplay, but they provide awesome sound sets to help all gameplays of all genres, whether you're in person around at the table or you're doing it like us virtually online. So check that out. Also give Syrinscape a follow, a subscribe, YouTube, Twitch. Show them some love. They really deserve it. That being said, let's
reminder to launch my player.
Let's get into just a little bit of a recap here before we start today's session. The team pretty much got through the laboratory, which was kind of autonomous in a way. It was a bit bot ran, very independent and kind of blind to the clients, very analytical in the sense that the med techs and people running it were just kind of supplying the bots with what they needed to run their variables and get the results as they explained. But the team found the virus, found out that in order to get a sample back to Night City, they've got to transport it in this cow. They had cows there, and the reason being is they found out the virus is unstable unless hosted inside of a living organism over 1,000 pounds. Otherwise, it won't last more than 24 hours, and they're about a day and a half away from Night City traveling, even if they drive through the night. and in this
How many
condition they
kilograms
can't
is
even
that?
haul ass. Over 1,000 pounds. We're looking at about 1,200, 1,500 kilograms.
Oh, yes, thank
For the
you.
viewers that might have been confused by my pound American references. But yeah, so the team got it. They had to basically Bud's following the RV on the little four-wheeler so they could use the little flatbed trailer with Hades, who, even though she has low intelligence from running into a lich in the system, she made an awesome animal handling roll and was able to kind of get one of the cows up onto this flatbed, and she's back there in a hazmat suit holding on, riding in the back while they're driving down the road, very slow. As they got into the RV, and as they were leaving, Bud kind of did this amazing cigarette, light some chemicals ablaze in the garage, setting the whole lab on fire. And it was just after that Rush remembered, hey, shouldn't we grab some feed for the cow? But it was a bit late. But that's okay. As everybody's leaving, getting on the RV, getting Hades situated, and slowly getting on their way, Tumble and Dreads were talking about, hey, luckily we know the Jodes nomads happen to be in the area for the next couple days. They're camped out just a few miles away, out in the middle of the Badlands here. We can go probably purchase a trailer from them. It's at that point that they kind of caught wind from Allie and Rush that we might have some issues with the Jodes. And they're like, well, all right, well, it's our only option. Let's get going. They kind of headed out in that direction. But Tumble does want to have a conversation about that. And that's where we're going to start today's session. Did I miss anything? Anything important?
No.
Okay,
I
perfect.
think that's it.
I'm going to
Good
start
recap.
up. Awesome. Thank you very much. I'm going to start up Syrinscape, get our little under the speed limit sound set going so we can hear the RV kind of driving down the road. Just kind of cruising down the road, going fairly slow because obviously you've got some precious cargo pulling in the back, and it's just on a flatbed, both the cow and Hades. Hades is just starting to come back from, her intelligent slumber, we'll call it. The holes are all patched up. But you can kind of see in between, so Hades can see into the RV in between the patch job and overhear the conversation taking place. But as she's coming back to and everybody's sitting down, Tumble's heading down the road and turns and says, all right, now y'all got to fill me in. Now, what's this problem with the Jodes? The Jodes are good people. I can't imagine what the problem is. But Allie, Rush, both y'all said something. Fill me in, please.
Rush, do you want to go first? You might have a more forgivable offense. Let's start with some good news.
I don't know. I was thinking maybe mine was pretty bad. Okay. Where do I
Spit
start?
it out already.
My parents, they used to run cargo from Canada down to Night City, and let's just say they were dealing on the side with some Raffin Shiv. Yeah.
Not a good thing to do.
No. In fact, they are no longer nomads as a result. So as long as they don't recognize me, then that probably won't come up in conversation. Maybe I'll take off the hat or something. I don't know. I was a kid.
Were you dealing with the Raffin Shiv?
Me? No.
How long ago was
still a
this?
kid.
Oh, you were a kid.
Yeah, I think I was 15 when it all went down.
That shouldn't matter.
Well, hopefully,
You can get a lot done when you're 15.
Did you still wear the hat and everything at 15?
Well, I did.
He did.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
I picture
Same
he was
hat,
born with
no.
that hat.
I was.
He had to grow into it.
He was born. I heard through the grapevine he was born hat first.
Yep.
My
That's
condolences to your
why
mother.
I'm an only child, in fact.
I heard the cat was actually born and he grew out of it.
Well, although that sounds serious, Rush. I mean, you're ripping off a nomad pack family, anything like that, especially to partner with Raff and Shiv. I mean, that's some dark shit right there, and I can understand them getting exiled or kicked out or whatever became of it. But let's hope you were young enough they won't recognize you. I mean, how different did you look since 15 there?
Yeah, well, I got a beard now,
right.
and I wear glasses, sunglasses.
All right.
I've seen this.
Well,
I've seen this fella charm a bozo with a gun to his head, so I'm sure he can talk his way out of this, right, Rush?
oh yeah, of course. I mean, I just get a little bit nervous around them. That's all.
Oh,
just
great.
because it brings back some memories. I had a bully back in the day. I always hope I never run into him, but that's about the last of it. I don't think there's anything else to say.
All right.
What about you, Allie?
Yeah, what's up with
I'm
Allie
yours
here?
I'm sure yours is way less horrid.
Oh God, why don't we just get our pajamas on so we can have a nice little slumber party and dish the dirt on all of our exes or prospective lovers?
Joke's
Fine,
on
you
I'm
want this-
I'm already in my pajamas under this hazmat suit.
Oh God, you sleep in leather? That's so bad for you. You know what?
That's why you're so grumpy.
Yeah.
Not grumpy.
So, I was young. I was around 17. Most of the banshees had just got busted by different, corpos or lawmen. We had to be disbanded, and I was kind of on the run. And I found this guy, and he was a bit of a chromer. He had crazy long hair, and just he looked strong. He was a runner and gunner for this nomad family. And it was good while we were all hopped up on dwarfs and chrome music and rock, and we were young and stupid and maybe thought we were in love. We weren't. And then I kind of started working, and I think he liked it better when I was nobody and poor. So he said it was either the road or my job. And as a result, he made it incredibly hard to leave. So I hit him with a car, and that's probably the cleanest breakup I've had. Except for, well, Hades. But,
So you hit one of the Jode's nomads with your car that you were dating.
yeah.
I'm sure he had it coming.
I don't
Yeah,
think it was
he-
her car she hit him with, from what I remember.
Yeah,
He hit a
like-
nomad with his own car. Okay.
Well, if you knew the guy, all right, if you knew this Max, you would know he had it coming. But you're right. Maybe his own car was not
Was
one
he,
of my smartest moves.
Was he anyone important?
Yeah, he was kind of like the main family's golden child. He was like their
Oh,
runner and
fantastic.
gunner.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, well,
What would you
So,
say his name was?
Well, he was Max when I knew him. He liked to call himself Motor Max, but I don't know. I assume he's still going by that same moniker.
All right.
I always
well.
thought it was a stupid name.
Well, that could be a bit of an issue. I mean, if he's was held up as Golden Boy, the family pack leaders, then chances are he's still around. He ain't just some expendable member.
I mean, his mom seemed to really like me, but I mean,
Well,
I guess
did she
I
like
guess
you
he
after
ran
you
out of
after you took?
goodwill.
Yeah, did she like you after you took his car, ran him over, and
You know what? I wouldn't do it differently. I really wouldn't. So,
regrets.
yeah, I'm changing up my tech hair. I don't know. I'm not 17 anymore. Hopefully.
Me too!
look, all we need
Hades
to
starts
do
banging
is,
on the back of the RV.
all we need to do is purchase some hardware.
Boom,
Yeah,
boom,
some
boom.
hardware to hit him over the head with. I gotcha.
No, just
Hey, y'all,
need a
Hades-
cattle trailer.
Hades is banging on the back there. She might be kind of coming too. You might want to fill her in on things.
Yeah,
Boom, boom.
she
Why do I
better
have to
not.
ride on the back?
Hey, you wanna? Also, I'll pull the AV. I'll pull the AV.
Yeah,
out
there
next
was
to
no
the
reason
sliding
why.
trailer. You wanna hop on here instead?
I don't want to be with this thing anymore. I don't know what it keeps staring at me.
It likes you.
The cow's face is like right there, just big eye, big cow eye.
Yeah. I mean, they've got eyes on either side of their face. They're kind of always looking at you. I shouldn't have said that. It's fine, Hades. I don't think the cow really cares. Just get off of the back. Get out of the back, Hades.
You don't want to hop over onto the RV? Not
if Bug is close
ATV.
enough, Hades is gonna just like maneuver over onto it.
Well,
It's not
remember,
gonna be graceful.
Hades
Well,
can't.
Hang on, let's see.
Hades can't leave
Ah,
because she's doing the animal
She's stuck.
handling right now. She's kind of
Right.
yeah,
keeping
she's
the cow there
handled.
because it's
The
just a
cow will just
flatbed.
fly off, legs
Yeah.
akimbo.
Could panic,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just on a piece of metal.
Yeah.
Slowly drive along. Yeah.
You gotta cam. Oh my god, you gotta calm it down, Hades.
Or Callum.
Or I just went real New York. Calm down. Calm it down back here.
Calling it down. You can't do your hair without me, though. I want to do a cute hair too.
Boom, boom,
Sure,
boom,
you
boom,
can
boom.
adjust the settings however you
Hey,
like.
you can't do your hair without me. Fine.
I think we got old Hades back.
Yeah. You know, I look at Hades and I think, yeah, I've definitely handled relationships differently since since my youth.
And then just like she in a hazmat suit, so I don't know, like, but still puts like the mouth part of the hazmat suit, which is probably totally covered, up to like the hole in the back.
Yeah, I don't remember you ever hitting me with the car. I don't know what a car
No,
does. You couldn't really steal a car from me anyway.
no, not that I would if I could.
It licked me!
That's why you're wearing the suit.
Boom, 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 boom.
Lady DeVille, just keep on that suit. You do not want to be pooping blood, okay?
Drink.
And drink. Anybody watching, apparently anytime that's something about bloody diarrhea or anything along those lines is
yeah.
mentioned, you got to drink. Also, thanks Leaded Coffee for all the sub gifts there. Really appreciate the support. Very cool, very cool. And yeah, this and I think someone mentioned, but this is a 2020 U.S. map. We don't have a red official U.S. map yet, so I'm just kind of using this as reference, just for fun as a visual, just so everybody knows. But yeah, it's about that time Tumble kind of turns around. Well, it sounds like y'all need to just kind of, I don't know, lay low or be careful, and I don't know. Hopefully, this just goes smooth. We got to get this trailer. It's the only option I could think of right now to get us back.
Just keep it business.
Yeah, we'll just keep it straight. We should be pulling up here soon. We're just about a half a mile out from their camp, so I guess get your shit together. We're pulling up soon.
Yeah.
Right ahead.
I kind of want to be near our main solo in case stuff blows up in my face. But
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna ride ahead and make sure they have I warn them not to come near this goddamn cow. Sour relations pretty quick if we get one of them sick.
yeah, that's a good idea. I'm just nervous, I guess.
It's all right. I'll just be a couple of minutes ahead. Don't worry about it. And I'll with the ATV and tear off so I get there first and just say, hey, can we have a little area just like away? We got some livestock. Don't let any of your nomad crew come near it, please.
Yeah, you pull up. There's a sort of makeshift camp. Jodes travel a lot. Like Tumble said, they're supposed to be here for the next couple nights, probably moving on from then. But they don't really have like a set camp location like Aldecaldo does outside of Night City. But their setup is just a bunch of RVs, caravan style, and trucks. And then they pull all these sort of tarps together, making almost like a little mobile town that's all under a big top sort of feel. But when you get up to the edge of it, there's some kind of like security guy up there with a cyber bike kind of waves you down. And you mentioned all that like you just said.
Yeah, give him, show him I'm not, not coming aggressively, and tell him, yeah, we just have so much to the side.
Yeah, so you come with the cattle. You with Tumble. You just called ahead.
That's right. Yeah.
All right,
Just,
yeah.
this cattle, we don't want any of our people coming near it. We need something to contain it. So that's why we're here. I just don't want any of your fellas getting near this thing. All right.
Yeah, no sweat. Tumble mentioned that. Just pull over to the side. You go over there, and when your boys pull up, just flag them over there. I'll send them over there too. Kind of points off to the side, away. Like you see all the vehicles kind of around this makeshift tent, and then on this side there's nothing. So obviously he's putting you away from everybody else.
Yeah, I mean I'm in a hazmat, so it's pretty clear that we're escorting something slightly toxic.
Yeah,
so by the time those guys pull off, I'll wave them down and I'll show them where they've told us to wait.
Yeah, and y'all pull up, same thing. And as Tumble pulls up, he leans out, and the guy at the gate just kind of like looks at him and says, "Oh shit, Tumble!" And he's like, "Hey, Beta, what's up? Been a while." He's like, "Yeah, I haven't seen you since that last gig, freaking years ago." But yeah, just kind of flags over, and y'all see Bud over there flagging over. Didn't notice Rush or anybody else. Just kind of talked to Tumble in the driver's seat and flagged him over. But y'all can pull over to the side there, pull up next to Bud. The cow's just chilling. Y'all are together. Tumbles and Dreads just look back. Tumbles like, Dreads, just stay in the car and make sure the cow's fine. I'm going to go with the group, walk up in case I need to do any introductions here. But y'all ready?
Yeah, let me just, now we got this cow staked down, let me just unzip out of this goddamn thing.
Yeah, and right now,
how?
It's like...
That's the thing.
Can I get out too?
Leather jacket.
Can I get out too?
Yeah, we're stationary, so hopefully the cow shouldn't panic.
It's staked down, right? So.
Yeah. Tumble, I guess, Rush, were you going by that name when you last saw these nomads?
They know me by Arlo Sims. My birth name.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't Allie back then, but even still, I don't want any association, so I don't know, just make up a name. Call me that.
Betty. Betty it is.
Sure, yeah.
Betty!
Fine. Great, let's do this.
All right.
Oh, I need a different name too! I have a disguise and everything.
What name do you want to be called, Hades?
Persephone.
No, I think...
No.
No. It was,
I don't think that would...
that was RX.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Veronica.
But...
Yeah, Veronica. That's cute.
Betty and Veronica.
Yeah, Veronica. I think that would be good.
Really has a ring to it, doesn't it?
Are we going to tea with my granny? What the hell is this?
Oh, you want to
Yeah,
name
well,
too?
I'm gonna call you Olga. How about that?
Yeah, I don't know. Does your granny shoot you in the head, bud? Maybe a nice chill time here might be what we're aiming for.
I'll tell you that story some other time.
All right. Yeah. Save that one for me. That sounds juicy. Okay. Well, lead the way, Tumble.
Yeah, Tumble continues to walk up kind of to the main little camp center area. I'm reminding you it's kind of in the middle of the night. You spent all night dealing with the lab and now driving here. Sun should be coming up in just like an hour or two. But you walk up, seems like the nomads are still all hanging out doing whatever they do. They don't really mind day or night time, kind of working 24 hours when they're traveling. But Tumble just has some words with the guy at the front. And you guys have audio suites or anything like that to help with hearing?
No. Nah.
All right. Well, you don't get details, but the gist of it is this guy says, if you're looking to buy the trailer, basically Turner wants to talk to y'all first. And Allie, you absolutely recognize the name Turner. That's kind of the pack leading family name. Sounds like it's one of the pack leaders that wants to talk to everybody before selling a trailer. Rush, maybe you're not so much familiar with the pack leader name, but you're still around the Jodes, which you are familiar with, having that past issue. But he does say that. And Tumble just looks back, kind of gives everybody the look like, all right, this is serious. We're talking to the owners,
Yeah. These guys are high up.
Yeah, and as you walk in, it's kind of a big open area. You see a couple little campfires, people hanging out, some drinking, some eating, socializing, some people going through some cargo over here next to an RV. In the back, there's some type of like big table set up with like candles and some food. Couple people talking, and won't even make you do a perception roll or rep check or anything like that. Allie recognizes them right away. You see the Turners there. You see basically Mama Turner, who's the mom of Max from back in the day. She's also the pack leader, mother, kind of. You also see Max standing there talking to her, but he walks off into a nearby sort of caravan modded RV that's behind them as you guys are walking up. Didn't even notice you. But you all walk up, and Tumble just kind of says, "Hey, we're here." And she looks out and says, "Hey, I hope you understand coming here in the middle of the night behind a trailer telling me you're pulling some type of toxic cow. Just raises a couple alarms, so I just wanted to kind of chat first. I got no problem with this sort of deal, but it just wanted to chat first. And wait 1 minute." And she makes eye contact with you, Allie. What was your name back then? What would she call you?
I think she would know me as Laura.
Yeah, this older woman Turner, and for the rest of you that aren't familiar with her, she's an older woman in kind of custom leathers that have like kind of chrome trim. Probably looking maybe in her mid-late 50s, something like that. Not that old, but considerably older in the time of Red and amongst this pack.
Yeah.
But yeah, she calls you by your actual name from back then. Doesn't really recognize the whole Alley Cats aspect to your career that came after. But yeah, locks eyes. Wait a minute. And what the? You have the nerve to come back around here? Tumble,
I don't know
you're
what
you're with her.
about.
Tumble's like, wait, I don't know. Just looks towards you, Allie.
I don't know who you think I am, but I've never met you before in my life.
Okay, never met. Okay, that's how we're gonna play it.
Yeah. I don't know what game we're playing, so I guess you're making the rules, and I'll follow.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh my god. Oh no. The consequences of my actions.
Consequences of my backstory.
Hello, old friend.
I would say, like, what about Max's consequences? But I guess I did hit him with his car, so,
Yeah, and it's his mum you're talking to, so I don't
Yeah.
think she sees it quite as unbiased as you might want it to be.
I'm going to add a point of luck so early in the day.
Feel free to add more if you want to, even. I just,
I've only got 2.
Playing
Oh.
dumb.
All right.
Moi?
Nice.
21.
Yeah, she looks a little bit confused and like, well, you just look a little familiar to me. She seems a little bit confused, and then she, hold on 1 second. She kind of like turns and knocks on the back of the RV. Just a moment later, Max steps out. And just the second he steps out, he just, "What's up, Molly?" And he looks at you, Allie, and says, "Are you fucking kidding me? So, get this bitch out of here. What the fuck are you doing around here?" Recognizes you instantly.
Well,
What's going on here, guys? Come, there's some kind of bad blood here. I don't know what's happening.
at that,
gonna do like an
Joe.
I
When he
really
starts-
look to Bud.
Oh, I gotta do something.
whenever Max starts bad mouthing her, Hades is going to kind of step up a little bit and hang on. Ellie, I have to hear you do your Allie voice for a second. Say something. Say something.
Purple monkey dishwasher.
I don't know who you are, but don't you dare talk to my sister this way.
Yeah, I know. Mama Turner just looks at Max and says, "Yeah, see, I knew that was her, right?" And Max like, "Oh, that's her. Trust me, I know any bitch that's gonna run me over." And you notice a couple of the nomads that are kind of hanging out nearby, kind of like look over, and a couple of them laugh a little bit. And Max points over, "Y'all shut the fuck up. So, somebody get this bitch out of here. I know it's you. Stop fucking around. Get the hell out of here."
What's the matter, Max? Can't take a few blows to your ego? I think we can let bygones be bygones. Hasn't enough time passed? We've got a whole toxic cargo that could let loose on this whole little settlement. But we're being nice about it, we're being cordial, and we're trying to save the fucking day. So maybe you can just put your cock back in your pants, let your mom do the business, as she always does, and shut up.
Oh, so you run me over with my own car, and now you're going to come and threaten my whole family here. And a couple of the nomads kind of stand up and step up when you mention the whole toxic thing.
I am not threatening your whole family. The only problem I ever had was with you, Max. Everyone else was just fine and dandy.
Yeah, didn't his nickname change at one point due to you running him over from Motor Max?
I kind of did like a little bit of backstory, and after Ali hit him with the car, some of the Nomad gang started calling him Road Rash.
Road Rash. Yeah, well,
I made myself laugh.
Yeah, when you say about not threatening, but trying to go, and he's like, "Look, I don't play like that. Motor Max don't play like that." And then you hear like some of those guys that were off to the side that laughed earlier. One of them say, "Maybe Road Rash Max play like that," and kind of like laugh at each other. The guy's drinking off. And he's like, "Yo, shut the fuck up. See, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. You make people doubt me and shit. And this is you first. You steal my shit. You run me over. Now you're coming up here years later talking shit." The mom kind of calms him down. Now, hold on 1 second now. Now, you said something about trying to save the day. You want to just give me the details here, and let's see. Max starts trying to yell again, and she calms him down. Hold on, let me see what the fuck's going on. Now, what exactly is going on?
Save the day if you don't shut your butt up. You better get him out of here. I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Okay.
Mrs. Turner, I shouldn't have lied.
Punch him in the nose. You've killed a man by biting him. I'm gonna bite you in the face. You want a face bite?
We're not going to hit anyone or shed any blood.
Edging toward him.
I think I'm gonna like put my hand out in front of Hades. Look, we're not looking for trouble. What happened was a long time ago. I was young and stupid, and I want to acknowledge that. Mrs. Turner, I shouldn't have lied to you right now, but as you can see, we've got a very delicate situation, and we just wanted to kind of get this done as quickly as possible. There is a biohazard that has been tasked to us to bring back to Night City so that it can be studied and hopefully not let loose and contaminate any more people. It's being stored in a cow at the moment because it had to be a live sample. We just need to what do we actually need to do? We need to get some supplies.
You gotta get a trailer.
We need a trailer for it.
We need a trailer to transport it. Otherwise, we're just a biohazard on wheels. So we were hoping we've got Eddie's that we could just do business like any other person.
And at this point, like, Rush has been staying real quiet because he doesn't want them to recognize his voice.
Right.
So, we also need some cow feed, eh?
And yeah, we need to keep this cow alive until we get to Night City.
All right. Well, I
gotta eat.
I appreciate you taking some of the blame from what happened in the past, because I can assure you that really messed my son up. And for you to do something like that towards the family, Max starts kind of getting irate. Yeah, and that ran me over, Mama. You don't even know how much. And calm down. Just calm down.
Close your mouth. Close your mouth. You call her that one more time, and I'm coming right over there.
Please
I'm gonna
get your
come right over
girl
there.
under control. Please get your girl under control.
Hades.
I will defend you.
Sounds like we might need to be putting a Hannibal Lecter mask on this one over here. But yeah.
We don't
I
need a
killed a
mask.
man with my mouth before.
Give me a
Booze usually mellows her out.
Give me a conversation roll, and I'm giving you a bonus here because of the approach. Like she likes that you admitted to it all being your problem, but trying to water under the bridge, so to speak. Oh.
I've got no problems with the mum. It's literally just
The classic
him.
got on fine with the parents.
Yeah.
It was the actual person that was the issue. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the bonus?
You get a +4.
Ooh! Me oh my. Conversation. Here I come.
Oh
Did
my
I roll?
god.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she kind of.
You got a 27.
Yeah, she calms Max down and just kind of sits back.
She's a little gal to gal.
Yeah, you can tell she's thinking a bit. She says, I'll tell you what. I appreciate you taking blame for what happened in the past, and I know my son can get a bit passionate and worked up at times. Mom, you know, calm down. I know sometimes he can get worked up and things, heat of the moment. I'm gonna give you that, but I'm gonna tell you this. We got the trailer you need. We got it out back. We could sell it to you. We could do it 500 flat. We could hook you up on that. But let's just say, to make sure it is water under the bridge, why don't you do a little favor for us? And you hook that up, and we'd be as smooth as chrome.
Sure.
All right.
What is what's the favor? Did I miss that?
No, she was, I guess, getting you to agree to it first. But, ma'am, you got your hand
Oh,
raised.
right.
You got something to add there, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. With all respect to your ladyship of this traveling kingdom, how much would one have to pay to punch this man in the face? Just once, clean. No gloves, no razors.
All right, I like this girl. I'll tell you what, you get this favor done, we make you an honorary family member. I like that. But all jokes aside, look, here's what it is. We had some miscreants come around here not too long ago and steal one of our family vehicles, and now we got word that it's up for sale at a night market over here in Netrunner, which used to be New Orleans, and we're right outside of there, just a few hours away. But we don't like to get our hands dirty or even have to deal with that, let alone make our way into the city if we don't have to. And figuring you kind of want something from us, maybe you go in there. We'll give you the address where this night market's held, and you go ahead and get our vehicle. I don't care. You purchase it, you use that silver tongue of yours and talk your way out of it, or steal it, or whatever you got to do. I don't care. Just get our family vehicle back, and then we'll sell you that trailer.
I think. Oh yeah, you go.
Can you tell us a little bit more about these miscreants?
Well, we don't know much about them. Apparently, just some scavenger booster gangers or something took it. But I do know that word came down that. But I do know word came down that apparently they sold it to some local fixer over there in Netrunner, and it's at his night market. Some Russians. I don't know much else about it, but I got the address. I know it's happening. Coming up late tonight. So.
Okay. And the vehicle in question.
She kind of pulls up on her agent and shows you a digital picture. Instantly sends it over to your agents, and it pings. It looks like a souped-up El Camino, which, if you're not familiar, it's kind of a two-door. The back is almost like a truck, very low. But it's all souped out if you think like kind of a cyberpunk version. This is not a beater. It's a fairly nice family car for the nomads, and it looks like it's souped up. Like you can see some tubing in the back that reminds you of some NAS and maybe some extra chassis armor and bulletproof glass, because you can see through the eyepiece ventilations going along the sides. So it definitely looks like a souped up El Camino. But she gives
a rank 6 nomad vehicle or something.
Oof.
Few good upgrades on it. Yeah, okay, I can see why they want that back.
Yeah.
Well, and you know it's not easy to come by these sorts of upgrades anyway, so I'm sure they're just happy to have a nice Nomad vehicle in their market. But they apparently sell a lot of vehicles at their market, and well, we got on the bad end of that deal apparently. But y'all go get that for us. You bring it back, we'll sell you the trailer. And it's at that point Mac's like, Mama, are you fucking kidding me? Fuck this. She kind of backhands him. Whoosh. She's like, Mama's doing business. Please stay in line. I'm sorry about that. Just get it done.
Boy hasn't done much growing since you last knew him, huh?
He storms off into the RV behind them.
You know what? He's actually, I hate to say it, he's probably got a better hold of his temper than he did back then.
I'd say so.
Anyway.
Sounds like you're remembering what you saw.
Yeah, remembering all the bad things I saw in him.
Okay.
Let's do this job. I mean, the cow is, as long as it's alive, it doesn't need a time. You know, we haven't got a time pressure to work to, so
it's not gonna starve to death in a day. So
no. Although if we can buy it some feed now, if they've got it, or some kind of
trade with us
until we do this job.
We should probably get some fuel too.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. Yeah. Is someone gonna stay with the cow?
Maybe Tumble or Dreads.
Or Dreads, yeah.
Just for us. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we let them know that it was a walking plague, but just in case, I don't know, someone gets close. I don't want that on my conscience. Okay.
Yeah, Tumble.
They should know at this point.
What was that?
I just said they should know at this point that the cows are dangerous. Tumble and Dread should anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, curiosity got the cow, so just avoid that if we can.
Yeah, and Tumble chimes in over here in the conversation, says, yeah, we'll have to cut loose the trailer and the cow here. We'll let Dreads kind of chill with it. We'll have to strap it down. I don't know how much animal control that boy can do, but I'll talk to the lady about getting at least enough feed to get through the night, and see if maybe they'll sell us some feed, some fuel for the road. I recommend everybody get some sleep. If this night market is coming up late tonight, we pretty much got all day to get some shut-eye and get back to normal. Because let's not forget, you guys went all through the night. You broke into the lab through the night shift. You dealt with that all till, close to the morning hours. Now you drove out to the Nomads. Sun's about to come up. You pretty much got to sleep all day so you can make it to the night market at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Body clock's all messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really feel right sleeping knowing that my angry ex is like just there.
Right.
I mean,
he ain't getting near us.
Dredge chimes in. He's like, ma'am, I'll make sure he doesn't get to you. I'll protect you, ma'am.
What a hero!
Still trying to flirt.
Boys. Yeah. Thanks, Dredd. You might need to protect Rush too.
Yeah, Rush.
If anything goes.
What the hell was that accent?
Well, you mean this one?
Yeah, I didn't know what was coming out of your mouth. Oh.
Yeah, no, I think I do pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
Right.
What are you?
When did our country boy become
I can't
Canadian?
even understand you. What are you?
It's part of my
is that what that
disguise,
is?
you know?
I like it. I think it suits you.
Well, I guess
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think we
really
should-
need to do that anymore, though. I mean, as long as
They didn't-
none of them are around to see me, I can probably just be me.
It looks like
Are they-
Allie
they're
took
still
all the
in-
heat off you anyway.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what?
Are they
Maybe I don't
still-
need to worry.
Are they still in the camp right now?
No, we can say that.
And by they, I mean all of us.
No. We'll say you guys were able to wrap it up. The lady was, agreed. Oh, here's at least enough feed to let the cow get through a day. I'll sell you more feed with the trailer if you do me the favor. We don't have enough fuel to spare, unfortunately. She tells you to do any extra. But then you guys walk out, get into the RV off the side, detach the trailer with the cow and strap it down. So when it is time to leave, y'all can ride off in the RV with Tumble. Dreads will stay with the cow is the plan, I imagine. and y'all can
Yeah.
sleep on the RV right now if you want.
Cool.
Okay, because if we were still in the camp, I was about to slap that hat right off Rush's head.
I figured we could.
Put that on your head.
I figured we could sit on the roof of the RV in like a little line as the sun goes down and like have a bit of the whiskey that we stole away back as a
Aw.
nightcap.
As the sun's coming
know,
up.
That's a
just-
good.
Yeah, as the sun's coming up, yeah, before we full crash out, just like, have that conversation about about accents and
Yeah.
Oh,
Ellie's
yeah.
torrid past.
Well, cheers, guys. Here's to bad memories and better friends.
Mm-hmm.
Just to getting the hell back to civilization.
I'm gonna punch that guy.
Okay.
He's got a glass jaw, Hades. I mean,
Good.
Don't feel nice to do that though.
it would
Hey, Rush,
feel
don't suppose.
so good.
Hey, Rush, I don't suppose you know the fixer that runs markets down this corner of the world?
Oh, hey, I might. Do I have any inkling of who might be running a night market around here?
No, I will give you, like, if one of your cultural backgrounds is Russian, I'll give you a little bit of something, but if not, nah, this is way far out from Night City. I'll
If only my other character was here.
Actually, I didn't choose my extra culture after I increased my roll ability, because I'm pretty sure I get an extra culture
Well, I
with
thought-
this one.
Yeah, I thought before it was Japanese or Japantown area or something along that line. I thought we said.
So, yeah, because I think I get don't I get an extra for? Sorry, I'm just checking out my life path.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
I thought at one point when we were playing or something, we talked about that, and you had
I think I
Japantown or
put.
something.
Maybe it's Little Moscow somewhere in Upper Marina.
But I'll give you this. At least night markets are a bit different out here. It being kind of considered the wild, wild west. In New Orleans, Neo-Nola, it's a bit, old town, old city style. I'll be able to do better descriptions as you're writing in and such. But you being a fixer, night markets are different than Night City. They don't hide them. The city is kind of all a mix, and night cities are, like a pop-up flea market or something like that sometimes. So it is a bit different. It's a bit more chaotic of a city than Night City, but we'll get into that as you're driving in. But you at least know that much.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm almost positive you had the Japanese background and culture, but you should get another one anyways.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Changing rank
I could-
anyways. Yeah.
It's just throw Russian for no reason whatsoever. It's just Russian. My background languages were French and Creole. So
Yeah, no, I know that because
yeah.
of your background. But I think as
I'll
far as
add
a
the other
fixer,
after.
yeah, but the fixer as far as the culture things, I think the first one I think was Japanese. I'll have to review session 0 and some of the previous sessions to confirm that. But I think that's what it was.
Sure.
But if you've went up in another rank, you get to pick another one anyways. If you want to make it Russian, you can. You're outside of Night City, so it's not going to be direct contacts or things like that at this level. But
I feel like that's a little too meta if I choose Russian at this point.
yeah, but
I don't know. I
but
can take a party vote, I guess.
But Russian's not a bad one to pick anyways. It's just as popular in Night City. Usually as a fixer, you might pick the Japanese, Chinese, or Russian cultures are very dominant when it comes to fixer stuff and crime bosses and stuff. So it's not that meta to pick Russia. And it's not going to help you that much because, like I said, you're outside of Night City. The most it'll do is give you a little bit of information of, culture side on how it works. But it's not going to give you big connections this far out,
All right.
It's
I think even
beautiful
so,
language
though,
too, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even
That's
so,
true.
his innate fixer in us will probably help
Yeah.
us out.
He's smooth
He knows
talking.
how to swim with the sharks.
So the real question, are we going to buy the car? Because I could probably haggle it down. Or are we going to steal the car?
Stealing from a night market in another fixer's territory just seems to be asking for trouble.
Yeah, it feels dirty
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
I mean, do
I
we
guess
have
we
enough
see.
for the trailer?
Yeah, we
It's
got
500
make sure we
eddies
have-
for the trailer. That's no prob.
Yeah, and Tumble says.
I mean,
Tumble has. We still got last 500 in the emergency bank from Nash. Like I said, for travel, I can take care of the trailer and some of that feed. But obviously, we got to do this favor first. But we got that covered from our bank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no
I guess
problem.
I guess
we
it
see
depends
if
on
we
how
can
much they want.
Yeah, this is their baby. It's probably been modded and souped up, and my main concern is that we won't be able to afford it, so then we'll have to steal it.
Yeah, we'll cross that road when we come to it, I guess.
We'll see.
right.
I'll message Nash to send me back all my eddies, because I got a decent amount after what we found.
Yeah.
So, for our party stash. So, we might have some we can work with.
Cool. All right. Let's I can't remember if we've gone to sleep yet.
Well,
Have we gone to sleep yet?
Now
No,
you can
no.
go to sleep.
Just
Yeah,
head
you
on
guys.
nightcap.
Yeah, you guys are doing a little bit of
All right.
drinking, a little bit of chatting. If there's no other planning or chatting to be made, everyone can get some sleep. Get any negative modifiers back to normal. You can. I'll even allow replenishing luck, even though it's just Alley Cat spending 1 point. You can have that one back. And
Thank you. I
yeah.
only have 2.
and also HP. I'll allow rocking the body stat up, even though it's not really a full day. I know Rush might need a little bit of that, but I'll allow you to get back. At least
So
Need
back
it
to
a little
full?
bit too.
because you're you can get full night's sleep or full morning sleep. We should say you're kind of on the night shift now, but then when you wake up, you pretty much have all day until the night market starts, where you can rest. Tumble's driving you into Neo Nola, and you can get those HP back. Anything that anybody needs to talk about on the way to the city, because once you get there, I'll be able to describe it and things like that, and we'll get into it. But during the drive, is there anything anybody needed to chat about?
Yeah, when did your
that's
grandma shoot you in the face, bud? You Grammy?
Okay.
You said
Well,
you'd tell that story.
Like I said, the place I came from, Floating City, got itself tied up in a bloody civil war. Turns out Nana and I didn't see eye to eye on what should happen. Found ourselves on the opposite sides of a barricade, and let's just say crack shots run in the family.
Oh, wow.
Still have that helmet somewhere.
Well, that was a really depressing story. I'm sorry I asked. But thanks for telling it.
You asked. I don't know.
I know.
I guess is there? We're about to go do something important. Is there any way you can make it funnier?
It's not really my specialty, comedy.
She was wearing clown makeup when it happened.
Yeah,
I don't know.
there you
I-
Wouldn't that be frightening?
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
That's scarier, actually.
Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's about that time Tumble speaks up. Hey, we're getting close up here, and you can kind of see the outskirts of the city as you're getting closer. And Tumble explains, hey, I'm going to pull up near this address, maybe about a block away to be safe. Just I don't know what to expect. Y'all can get out, handle the deal, hit me on the agent, I'll come back. While y'all are doing that, I'm going to ride around, see if I can get any fuel stocked up for us for the road. There's got to be an oasis out here in the city or somewhere I can grab some. But just hit me on the agent, and I'll scoop y'all back up.
Yeah, you got
Cool.
it.
All right.
As it's getting closer, just to explain what you see, you're pulling down the highway down there on the 10, getting up to Neo Nola, which is formerly New Orleans, and it's pretty much a rundown city. Very, like I said, wild, wild west out here. It's one of the not one of the new built-up cities, one of the definite older cities. There's lots of constructions and things happening in the area, but for the most part, it's decayed, run down. It's seen a lot of wear and tear on top of like natural disasters of floods and shit like that. The entire city is pretty much built on floats, stilts, bridgeways, lots of archways. Not a lot of mega skyscrapers, but rather lots of spreads of habitats mixed with a corporate presence. So it's kind of mixed up. As you're pulling into the city, you can see, random security on balconies here and there where a corporate presence might be, or a brand, which might be next to kind of a rundown warehouse or abandoned building where you might see some booster gangers. So what you're seeing is basically a combat zone meets city, and it's all mixed up. It's nothing like Night City where it's sections and such. Definite Wild Wild West feel as you're driving down the city. Feels like everything is the combat zone. But, he pulls up kind of a block away. He says, yeah, the address is just a block up ahead. This is where y'all get out. And y'all get out. Why don't you give me a perception roll as you're getting out?
Sure thing.
Let me pop over some points into threat detection.
I think I rolled a 31.
Oh, wow.
Someone's feeling
maybe I
on
don't
edge
need-
since
maybe I don't need
going
to.
back home.
Oh, there it is.
Put some points in threat detection. And then roll.
Wow.
Nope. I don't know nothing.
Yeah,
17.
Rush, Hades, and Bud, as you're getting out, Allie's not noticing, but Rush, Bud, and Hades, you notice in the mix of traffic and people and noises and just the city being crazy, and I do want to bring up in Syrinscape some of the city sounds as I'm doing that, but yeah, as you're getting into the city, you notice a Humvee in the traffic pulling down around, and it has some of the militia guys in it. You notice the militia colors that you saw on the Dixie border. So it looks like there might be a little bit of the Leviticus militia people presence in the city, because you notice them just kind of driving down the street in a Humvee.
Oh no.
That's not good.
Complications.
Better take that hat off again. Rest of us are in, rest of us are in disguise.
Got my sunglasses off. No one recognizes me.
Yeah.
Who are you? Oh, it's
hey,
fun.
hey there.
Oh, hey, we're just tourists down from Canada, eh?
We're just tourists. We're just tourists, eh?
Hoping to see the sights.
We
I
heard
hear
there's
you
some
guys.
sort of a Mardi Gras happening, eh?
We're looking to buy a vehicle. I don't know what voice that is.
It's
Like, what Irish?
Yeah.
totally Irish.
From the Eurozone.
Wow, I love how it became half Irish, half Canadian. That was beautiful.
Yeah, who would have known that they would have been the ones to take over?
Who would have known, eh?
Good for them, I say. Yeah, it was a long time coming.
It was a long time coming, eh?
And it's right there. We'll go ahead and we'll take our 5-minute break right there. I need a break from that.
Yeah, you can't hope to get us back on track after that.
Yeah, I need a 5 minutes to try to get this train back on the track. Everybody in chat, make sure you stick around. We'll be right back. I'm gonna leave the mics on, so mics are hot.
Oh god, I love doing a
If I actually
Canadian
concentrate,
accent.
The Canadian's great. I should trot out my proper Irish though, because I can't actually do it if I'm not.
You
trying
do
to
really
actually
good
mess it.
Irish.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Irish is
Yeah.
my favorite. Yeah, I played a Irish war reporter in my graduating show at
Ooh,
acting
nice.
school. So I spoke with a Dublin accent for about 6 months.
Oh,
just
that's
trying to
good.
get
That's
it.
got to make it stick, yeah.
Yeah,
Is that why you
I
wanted to
am-
be in media?
Get into it.
You be in Irish media?
That would be great.
That would actually
Irish.
be good, actually. Irish. My
Really good,
media
'cause, like-
concept actually has a cyber chair and has all her his or her, I haven't decided yet, like media kit, in
Yeah.
the chair, like a camera and a microphone and
Oh, that's
Everything. Great.
cool. That's real
Who
cool.
is
Yeah.
like that awful American woman who like has
I
a
could name
daytime
so
show,
many.
and it's like Nancy something,
Nancy Grace.
Maybe it's Nancy or Grace. That would be, I feel like, with the like 80s feel, and kind of like dealing with like 80s 80s Reagan America and the kind of sensationalism and like conservatism there. Like that just like translates perfectly to kind of cyberpunk with that feel. But also, like, I love doing a newscaster voice. That is so fun. We're here today to talk about
Dude, all I want is to bring back the transatlantic voice. All I want is to bring back my transatlantic voice. That I can use anytime, any day, any place, anywhere.
A hot second, like when I was like still forming Allie as a character, I was like kind of basing her off Mae West. Like, when I'm good, I'm good, but when I'm bad, I'm better. And talk like this, see? But like, that's gonna be too anachronistic. That's a bit too crazy,
so
even for Cyberpunk. Yeah. All right, I better actually use our break to pee.
That newscaster voice just reminds me of that very weird dystopian. This is a danger to our democracy.
Are cows trying to kill you? Find out next time.
Have you seen
Ladies
that
and
this is a
gentlemen, are
danger to our
cows trying
democracy?
to give
video?
you bloody diarrhea? Tune in next time to find out. I'm sorry, what
Sounds
you say?
vaguely familiar, but
This is a danger to our democracy. So, like, all the local news stations in the US, like, a lot of them are owned by like one parent company.
Yes.
yes.
And
Yeah,
they released
absolutely.
this- and they released this kind of script at some point around some sort of event that was happening. I can't remember exactly what it was responding to, but it was this. Someone made a cut of all these different local stations reading the same script about X and Y being a danger to our democracy, and it's the most dystopian shit you've ever seen in your life.
It's all. I mean, we are living. This is. Yes.
Yes, we live in the dystopia.
We live in yes.
Yes. Cyberpunk was a warning, all that good stuff. Mike must be so disappointed in us all.
It's fine. We're living in the entry to the apocalypse. I for one am ready to welcome our apocalyptic times.
Oh, you're talking about how Cyberpunk was a warning. And now it's just a reality.
Yeah, now it's just
No.
here. It's just here, yeah.
Soon to be.
Are video games ruining your child's mind?
Yes, they
We'll
are.
find out.
Yes, but so is everything else.
The answer may surprise you.
All right.
Couple of 5 ways to find out if you're actually dead.
So,
9 at 9.
Rob, we'll talk a little bit about Operator Rank 5 because there's some more things that'll come along. But I think those will come through in story, I'm guessing, right? Like in game, I would
Well, you
get
pick,
to know who
every
major
time.
city players, whatnot.
Well, yeah, all those like little who you know things can happen within game. We can also work them in because not everything is going to happen in our sessions that needs to happen when you rise rank. So we can kind of make up some things too to fill what needs to be filled. And then we can make sense of it. You know, we can work it into a session or just make up some backstory and have it make sense, you know?
Sure.
But here, let's get back. All right, everyone can see us now. We're back from our break. Thanks so much, everyone, for hanging out and listening to all the crazy chatter from these players.
There was a lot of crazy chatter.
Yeah, so y'all just pulled up to Neo-Nola, which is formerly New Orleans, and rundown city living on stilts, floats, and bridges and archways and such, and it's kind of a mix of combat zone and civilization, all just mixed up. It's just kind of trying to find its place, and the entire city just has a sort of Wild Wild West sort of vibe to it, which the Dixie in general kind of has, you know. But this city definitely doesn't seem to have, I don't know, set rules or boundaries and things. It's kind of a mix of everything. You also, as you were getting out of the RV and Tumble was pulling off on his search for fuel, you also noticed a Humvee drive by with some of the Dixie border militia guys in it, some of Leviticus, Jebediah Davenport, some of his militia in the vehicle ride by. But y'all got out. City's happening. People walking around doing things just as busy as Night City. Maybe even, a little more dirty and fucked up and corroded and run down at times. But yeah, a block up ahead, you can see what looks like a strip club and a regular sort of nightclub and a sign that says for a Ripper dock. And then kind of like on either side of the block, like the one that you're walking up to, and on the side of the block, if you were to pass it a bit, you can see two kind of entrance ways inside of the block. So it looks like that's where the night market is. It's in that block. If you can imagine all these shops and things around it in the inner sort of a terrace area in the center of the block. But you're walking up on it.
All right.
Whose idea was it to build a city below the tide line?
I don't know. I learned in school that
swamp.
people used to do that all the time back in the day.
I know, it seems crazy.
I guess people are only living for right now and not what could be.
Who cares about the
Testament to-
future, right?
That's right.
I mean, I
Exactly.
don't.
Testament to the
Yeah.
human spirit. They're just jacked it up on stilts is still living here, though.
Yeah.
All right, where do you reckon
did
they
any-
got the vehicles for sale parked?
I don't know. I
no,
guess
let's
we.
listen for Russians.
What?
Yeah, as you're walking up to the block, the first entrance that you come to, kind of entering into the block, you can see, gorilla in a black suit, so to speak, standing there. And as you kind of walk up, he just kind of like raises his hand. He's like, "It's a private party tonight."
Whoa. Hold on a second. Have you heard the name Rush by chance? Fixer extraordinaire, Night City, Esquire, all of the letters behind the name. Come on. It's me, Rush.
I know no Rush. Who's this Rush?
It's me.
City
Come on.
Fixer, making contacts.
Yeah, look at her over there. She's wearing my shirt. It's got my face on it. See? Look.
Only famous
I'm
people
gonna
have
do-
their faces on shirts.
Give me a persuasion roll, Rush.
Do we get
you can
bonus
get
for the shirt?
You can get a plus 2. I'll give you a +2 for the shirt for Allie's support there.
All right, so with the +2, it's going to be a 17.
That's what you needed. That's fucking funny. Yeah, that +2
Nice.
put you at it, and I wasn't going to give it to Defender. I was just going to make that the hard line to cross, and you did. You basically
Good merchandise will get you far.
I don't know no Rush, but you want a shirt, the Fixer, maybe this the spot for you. Go buy some things, eh? And he kind of like opens up and gestures into the inside the block.
100%.
that for
Now,
all of
my
us?
friend, if I could bother you with one question, would you happen to know where I could find some cars?
In the private party.
Yeah, what? No, I'm just saying exactly where. And never mind. I'm just going to head in. Thank you so much. Won't take any more of your time.
Wow. Well, I'm glad that I raided your stash for this shirt.
So am I. I don't think my card would have pulled it off.
I'm good on you
Always-
for making those.
I mean, we probably could have just bribed him, but this is a lot cheaper.
Oh,
Come on, you gotta have a flair for the business acumen that it
It's
took to get
half the
here.
It's
All right,
half
well-
right there.
Let's try and buy a car and not get shot at or held hostage or any
No
number of
guarantees.
terrible things that could happen to us.
That'll be nice for a day.
Yeah, well, I'm not holding my breath.
and I apologize here. I know we're frozen. I'm in the process of fixing it right now. If y'all just keep talking amongst yourselves like you were.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm fixing it.
I had no idea we were
I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm actually just sitting really, really still.
So what is this, like Drax from Guardians?
Yeah.
I've perfected the art.
Yes.
We thought, haha, let's troll chat. Let's all sit really still at an undetermined moment 5 minutes after the break, and here we are.
We're
You
gonna
guys
get
are totally fooled.
Our ventriloquism
God.
skills are amazing.
Yeah, Phil's been throwing his voice the whole time. Who are you calling a dummy?
Wow, that's amazing. It looked like Ellen was talking just now.
Ah.
Quick,
They
drink some
both-
water.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting everybody
A
back.
great gag to do through chat.
Okay, as we're
Fantastic.
spooling back up.
All right, we're back. Everybody,
Oh,
nobody should be frozen.
I think I'm
now.
still frozen.
Nope.
Okay, no, I'm good.
All right, good. I apologize, everybody watching. We were loading up the animated maps, and it froze on me for just a second because I didn't have the plugin loaded properly. But shout out to Lion Banner Games. We're finally officially able to rock the animated map look. You should be able to see it there in Roll20 as a player. Anybody watching, you should be able to see it there on the screen. Lion Banner Games has been my sponsor for a long time. You can see his maps in all of my streams, as well as like the lab one we just had in the previous stream for Syrinscape. But now we're able to kind of get the animated maps working in Roll20. So here you go. Thanks for carrying on with conversation while I was getting the freeze situated and it all reloaded. But yeah, sick map, everyone's saying in chat. I totally agree. Shout out to Lion Banner
So
Games. We got a lot more animated maps coming in the future streams. I assure you, just wait till you see these things. They're absolutely gorgeous. He actually threw this one together last night for me just for today's session. So if you can imagine, he just threw this together and how great it looks. Just imagine how good the ones are that he spends time on.
Has anyone else been chucked over to it?
I didn't see it yet.
Yeah.
I'm still
Have you
on.
moved us over, Rob?
Let me just double check. Oh, nope, the animation did, but the players didn't. You should be able to see it now. Sorry about that. Good call.
Yeah,
Thank you,
you're
Phil.
hyping it up. Yeah.
Ooh!
I'm hyping it, but none of you get to see it. None of you.
Oh my god! Yeah, this
Oh,
is
that's
I'm
rad.
I'm glad
Well,
I
now-
installed that plugin last time. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, exactly.
now we are in real
That is
party.
cool.
Very cool.
Makes me want to build one of those like flat screen gaming tables people have, where they put the maps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm in the process of
Yeah.
making one with my TV inset into a table to be able to do exactly
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of like the tracing tables that you use as a seamstress.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like you gotta draw it all live. There's some squiggly lines over here.
But yeah, y'all enter the night market, and you can kind of see over there towards the left an entrance where you come in. There's also an entrance back here, the other one that you could see when you're walking up, where there's a sign kind of poking on the outside of the block. But as you enter in on this side, you can pretty much see that this block opens up, with all the external shops kind of forming this courtyard in the center of the block. Starting in the top right. Well, everybody, first off, give me a perception roll just for a general, taking in the atmosphere as you enter.
Okay.
Vibe check.
Oh no!
Not too bad. 19 for me.
Oh, girl. Oh, girl.
14 for me.
Oh no, Hades.
17.
Hades straight up failed, and I will tell you if you want story for that, I'll tell you exactly why.
Yeah, I want to know why
Absolutely.
Hades isn't noticing as much as everyone else.
So so we walk in, right? We walk in immediately, and everyone's looking around. Everybody is looking for the cars and everything, and then all of a sudden, people look around and they don't see Hades for a second. Hades has disappeared momentarily, and then Hades reappears moments later, and she's like, "Hey, look what I found!"
That is a snake.
Yeah. Does it have an owner?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at that
You're the
time
owner.
a guy comes running over from that truck you see right there in the center of the map, right here, with all these gray boxes and crates. He comes running over to you all over here and runs over to Hades and grabs the snake. And he's just like, "Hey, you got to pay for that." He's like, "Lady, y'all with her? She got to pay for this."
Ow!
How much is it?
Yeah. How much?
Just 10 eddies. Cheap. I don't know why she
Sure.
would
You
take it.
guy!
I'll
You-
flick those over to
hey,
you now.
hey.
Go.
I
Yeah,
don't
there
like
you
your
go.
face!
All right, he's
Ugh.
constantly welcome.
Hey,
All right.
okay now. Here's 10
Startled
more. for you.
me! He startled me with his yelling! He yelled so suddenly behind me! I yell in front of people!
You don't
never
just
yell
grab
behind
people's
people.
merchandise. It's like taking a child to the hypermart here.
He was
Which is bad.
her. He was going to put her on a stick and cook her. Look at her face. She's so sweet. You can't cook her.
Yeah, and the rest of you,
I mean,
notice when she holds it up that the snake is actually synthetic, probably set on a few basic loops to kind of appear lifelike, you know, for like a child or somebody. Hades thinks it's real. It seems.
Yeah, I'm not
My
going to say anything.
baby.
Let it. Just keep it away from the
Okay.
cow. It'll spook
Yeah.
the cow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no, you're
Good
right.
point.
So Hades doesn't
If you
know.
can hide it in somebody's boot.
Oh, that's a good idea. Hey, I bet Max would love to find this in his boot. I'm sorry, road rash.
Yeah. Yeah, actually. That's not a bad idea.
And this is why Hades does not notice anything.
Yeah, but the rest of you kind of take up the environment and not even noticing that Hades disappeared for a few seconds grabbing this snake. But starting at the top left, if you look at this map, you'll basically see that it's a big open public market like I described, vendors all around the center. Top left, you're seeing a ripper dock of some type. Then you're seeing a back entrance to a shop next to that in the top center, some type of shop. Then the back entrance to an apartment complex over there in the top right. Then a strip club to the right of that, where you see a hologram of a kind of naked synth dancing there. Then across from that little alleyway leading out of the block, you can see a diner. You can even see the diner sign there glowing. Next to that, to the left, where you see kind of the Christmas lights hanging in the alleyway, and right to the left of that, that's all a nightclub, and that's kind of the back patio to the nightclub. You see people dancing, some music playing, people drinking over there. Aside from that, you can see there's two food vendors, those two food trucks. I'll click on them right here. This one and this one. So there's two different types of food vendors there. You can see right here on this truck, there's a bunch of furs that are brand new in boxes, like fur jackets, fur trench coats, fur coats, fur vests. This is all like luxury.
Real fur?
That's what it says. And then next to that, in the same crates lined up next to it, you can see live animals with a bunch of signs like rodents, possums, reptiles. Apparently that's where Hades went and jacked the snake. And I swear to God, I had these in my notes before Hades decided to do that. So that's crazy. But she
know us too well.
Yeah, she went and grabbed that snake. And then next to that, in those two kind of makeshift tents, you can see one has a bunch of cybernetics, the other one has a bunch of weapons. And then there's a shipping container over here on a flatbed. And in the shipping container on the back of the truck, you can basically see like some people in there. You can't see what's going on, but you can see some people in there doing something. Other than that, there's people walking around, stopping at these different locations, talking, haggling, buying things, shit like that. I didn't want to cloud this with a bunch of tokens, but you can imagine people everywhere. I am going to pull all of your tokens out here, just so you have them.
Very nice.
But that's what you see. Everyone but Hades.
Wow.
Cool. I mean, I'll defer to Rush. This is his environment, right?
Yeah, I don't see any cars, but I'm guessing we have to go through someone, unless there's that, whatever that entrance to that unnamed store is, could maybe be a car lot. I don't know.
Well, I guess if we touch in with the head honcho, maybe he probably handles the big sales. Is that right, Rush?
Yeah, if we can find the fixer that set this market up, he should know what kind of merch is here.
They usually
All right.
basking in the attention, right?
So,
Depends on the
strip
fixer,
club?
to be honest.
I mean, that's what you do at your night markets, right? You play court.
Me?
I've
haven't
seen
had
you,
a night
man,
market
smoking
yet.
cigars and.
Well,
Oh yeah,
What can I
no
say?
problem. Of course, I set this up for you guys. Yeah, no.
Do you
let's
think
be honest,
if you
that's
were
exactly
the head
what I do.
Do you think if you were the head honcho, you would probably be in the lap of some beautiful dancer, right?
Well, I don't think Cypress would be too happy with me doing that. You know me, I'm a loyal man, and I'm not gonna.
I meant him.
this.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no,
I meant-
yeah, of course. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Why? You
Thinking all
gotta-
this is about me. It's not.
You got those thoughts in the brain, or
It's been a while. We've been on the road for some. Never mind. It's too much information.
the fixer doth protest too much, methinks. Well, I don't know. That would be my best bet to find the guy running this whole thing.
In the club, in the strip club or the club, right?
Yeah, there's usually a VIP box.
That's
That
right.
was
It
a
seems like
bad phrase.
yeah, I'll give Rush, knowing how some of these kind of run, especially being a little different outside of Night City. All this kind of night market is contained within this sort of courtyard. You can almost kind of see the border to it, but it's all contained in there. The side businesses don't necessarily have anything to do with the actual night market. And you can see, aside from that sort of monkey in a suit that was, or gorilla, I should say, that big dude that was at the front that was, questioning you coming in, you can see a couple other guys looking like that, kind of walking around the edges of this whole place, just looking over things. If I'll say with that perception check earlier, I mean, Allie had a great one. Rush was even good enough with what it was, but especially Allie. You can tell if there was any type of, center of attention person or some type of commotion getting the most attention out of all the booths and things. It seems like in that shipping container has the most people gathered. Yeah, exactly, right over there on the back of that truck.
Right? Yeah. All
Let's
right,
pay
I think
our
that's where
respects, shall we?
the big party is. Let's head over.
After you, Rush.
All right, so I'm gonna head over to the shipping container.
Oh yeah, tokens. Whee! Hey, are you coming, Hades?
I am.
Sorry, I am also lagging super bad. So. Sorry.
Oh,
Coming
good.
after me.
Yeah, you make your way over to the shipping container, and as you get closer, you can see that in the back of it there's a sort of desk set up and a guy sitting behind there. Looks fairly young, maybe in his mid to late 20s. He's in a suit. He's got a couple of thug-looking guys standing next to him. You can see some people on the opposite side of the table with their back to you, talking with them, and they kind of have raised voices. I'm not going to make you do another perception, but coming up on it, Allie with the highest there, you can overhear it. Nobody else can really overhear it. But you can hear some negotiating on car prices. And they seem to be negotiating on a truck or a van. You can't make out the details, but they're negotiating on it. And it seems like they're coming to some type of agreement. And then the main guy behind the desk kind of waves over. And then you see kind of a younger guy kind of cut past you. And, excuse me. He kind of shoves past you and runs up into the thing, talks to him for a little bit. And then one of the big security guys, this younger kid that kind of ran up talking to him, they kind of escort those two guys that just did the bid on the vehicle or bought the vehicle. And they walk off towards the apartments, the back entrance to the apartments, which is up there in the top right. Kind of make their way over
All
there.
right.
And you see them go into kind of a side door. Not the main entrance to the apartment building, but there's a side door next to it.
Yeah, those three chumbas just heading for the apartments. They were talking car deals, coming to some kind of negotiation. So
On what truck you think?
they were
Probably.
talking about it. They were, I don't know. They said a truck or a van. I couldn't quite hear the details.
Okay, well, you guys set things going in here. Let me keep tabs on them, all right?
You're gonna head in there?
Just gonna shadow them, okay? I'll just make sure they don't disappear. If these guys have purchased our vehicles, I just want to make sure that they don't drive off on it while you guys are having a chit chat with the Russian mob over here.
Right.
Plus,
so is
not
the
much of a
sorry.
talker anyway.
Yeah. So is the person kind of responsible for doing those deals still in this shipping container, or did they also go to the apartments?
No, he's still sitting in there behind the desk. He seems to be messing with some paperwork on the desk. Still has one of the big security guards there. The other big security guy kind of walked off with that young kid and the people that did the purchase.
All right.
I would like
Rush,
to
tag
shadow.
team?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're
I'd
shadowing
like to
them,
shadow those guys.
yeah, you can follow
Oh,
them.
where are you on the screen? Oh shit.
Oh, where?
Yeah, we're complete opposite.
Yeah, way far.
If you go down, I'll go up.
Boop. Or am I going over here?
But
This
that's
is
not,
awkward.
It's not
but
important.
that's not
It's
how it is
Yeah,
on the
I
frame.
got
It's
it
way
set to
off.
chat only right now.
But yeah, Bud, if you're shadowing them, are you trying to be stealthy about it or just walk? It's pretty crowded,
Yes.
but
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
give
trying
me
to
a
be
stealth.
stealthy. I don't. Sure, I'm gonna add 3 luck.
all right. It won't be that difficult.
I have-
This is very
It won't be that
crowded.
difficult. I'll add 2. I've got 5, so might as well use it each session. But yeah,
Cool.
we'll go. I've got a decent base as well, so
Yeah.
22.
Nice. Yeah, they're not even noticing you. It's crowded. It's loud. They're just kind of talking to each other as they go in this side door. You're able to kind of slip in right behind them. As the gate is about to close, you kind of catch it with your fingers, kind of slip in behind them, closing the gate. And yeah, they basically go down these stairs. And you catch a sign on the way in. It looks like it's parking for the apartment building. But they're going down these stairs. And it kind of opens up into a big parking garage. And you can see 2 entrances or exits on the opposite end leading up to the street. You can see it kind of going up. But it's a big flat, almost the entire, underneath this entire block. But lots of vehicles under there, as well as like some homeless people in the corner camped out. Looks like maybe a couple people doing drugs off to the side. These people are walking down a row of vehicles. Right as you get into the big parking lot, they just take a hard right along the side row of cars, first row.
And can I see the target vehicle?
Yeah, when you get down there, out of the row of cars, absolutely, you see the El Camino in that row of vehicles.
I got eyes on the prize, guys. I'll just make sure it stays put. Keep me updated how you go with the fixer up there, okay?
Yeah, will do.
Yeah, what's everybody else doing?
I kind of want to head up to this Russian fixer. Hang on, let me just check my skill set, and see if I even have the skills for what I'm trying to do.
Can you share what you're trying to do?
Yeah. Sorry.
I was gonna say at least fill in
Basically-
Hades and Rush.
I want to pretend to be like some kind of I don't know, some kind of Russian floozy, and like kind of talk Rush up and be like, this my boyfriend, he big dealer, and he's looking for some new wheels, some hot rod, and I'm his like lucky charm, so I was hoping maybe we could talk business with you.
All right.
I believe that might be an acting role.
Yeah, that would definitely be acting. But as you're looking up your acting and the team is thinking about what Allie just told you, I just want to give you a cap on what Bud's doing while he's kind of keeping the eyes on the Camino. That group, the big security guy, the younger kind of kid, I hate saying kid, he's not a kid, but the younger guy, not another huge security guy, they escort these 2 guys over to what looks like a van, a modded out van, not the El Camino, but it's some type of van. When they point it out, the kid kind of like goes through a case, hands them a key, and then they kind of like exchange some paperwork or something along those lines or something. Can't really make it out. And then those guys get in the van and drive off. The big security guy just kind of like looks out. You see another security guy kind of walk from the front. They seem to just have a little casual conversation, like, hey, what's up sort of thing. Very friendly, it looks, like smiles and shit, joking around. While the younger guy kind of seeing that the deal is done, turns and kind of runs back, kind of heading back to where he came from.
They didn't buy our car, so it's still on the table.
Can I ask what color it is?
You can. What color is? We have a picture of it.
We'll say it's black with black with some chromed out, stripes and pin lines going down the side, pin stripes.
Okay. Rush, what do you reckon? Ready for some role play?
I'm ready, of course. Now, if they want to speak Russian to you, you're gonna be okay.
I know one phrase, which
is it a good one?
It's that I don't speak Russian.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Not everyone who has an accent speaks that language.
That's true. Let's give this a shot.
Long way from the motherland, right?
What could go wrong?
I
Let's
think it'll
try
go
it.
well.
So yeah, she like fluffs up her hair and kind of like flounces over to this guy and kind of like leans on the desk and basically does the spiel that I did before of like, hey, this good looking man, this boyfriend, and he's looking for some hot new wheels, maybe something with chrome, I'm thinking. Black matches my dress, so it needs to be black. Yes, he was wondering if maybe we do business with you. Make him happy, make me happy.
Well, that's why I'm here. So,
Fantastic.
I could tell by the accent, where are you from?
Oh, I used to run with a different nomad group all around.
But you fellow Russian, yes?
No, I grew up here, but family is.
Okay. He looks to the big guy and speaks a little bit of Russian, and the big security guy that's behind him kind of laughs a little bit, and they kind of like nod. But I here to do business. Money is money, so you big-time fixer here, huh? He looks to you,
Yes,
Rush.
he is such big guy in the fixer world.
Yes, from Night City, in fact. So, do you happen to have a vehicle of the description that a suite here has spoken of?
I have many vehicles, all souped up, very good vehicles. What exactly do you look for?
Well, why don't you show me your catalog? Have you got something digital?
He takes this sort of clipboard. He says, never digital, no tracking like that. Fuck the Netrunners. He kind of spins the paper around.
Yeah.
And you can see a list of all the vehicles. And within that list, you see some sold, some still up for sale. Out of the ones still up for sale, you absolutely see an El Camino with the mods listed that Turner told you about.
Okay, so I pretend to admire a few of the others.
No,
this
please.
one looks interesting.
Please, it must be this one. It matches my purse perfectly. Please, you wouldn't leave me. You wouldn't pick me up in anything other than this car, would you?
Well, here's the thing, sweet. It's the price. Look at this. It's way too high.
Mister, please, it has to be this car. We have very, very special night coming up. It's big night for us, kind of a anniversary, if you will. And I need it to happen in this car. Please, it needs to be like fireworks, everything perfect.
Then you buy a car, it's 20k. It's already a 50k car I bring down to 20k. There is no lower than that. You this best deal.
20k.
You absolutely can haggle.
Oh.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh no.
I can't believe your base is 20 before you take the 8 off. That is nuts.
Yeah, so.
Oh
that was a
God.
bad roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
even if
no.
even if I subtract 8 from that, you still beat it. So the guy says, okay, maybe Okay, fine. I reduce another 2K. You get the 2K off. You're at the 10%, right? With your current rank rush. 10% more or less.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
I'm pretty sure. I skimmed it real fast on the break, but
Because I'm not sure where you spent
missed
IP or
something.
what. But yeah, I'm pretty sure 10% is where you're at with it. Till you get up to like rank 7, then you get like 20%, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll have to double check that out of session. But either way, he tells you, yes, I can knock 2K off. You can have for 18. Look at all the extras this come with, and he starts pointing out like the bulletproof glass, the armored chassis, and all the cool shit. Look at rocket launchers, fucking rocket launchers. You see this?
Rocket launchers? I don't know. I hear adding all of that stuff to the car really depreciates it. It's a American classic car, no? You add all of this sparkle and guns and machinery, it's not going to drive as well. I think you can knock off 5K.
Look, this Nomad done. This Nomad. It drives just fine.
I mean, you talk very pretty words, but we do business. I mean, surely you talk about all these cars like this, no?
All my cars are good.
Well, maybe we can offer something else.
What's Hades doing during this?
Hades is kind of looking at the other cars. What can all of the things that the other cars are on? Does it say all the prices of the other cars?
Oh yeah. All of them are pretty much anywhere from, I think the cheapest one you're seeing on there is for like 5K, but most of them are like 10, 20K. There's a couple that are for 30K. You saw one sold for 50K. Yeah, anywhere from 5 all the way up.
Conceivably, what would be the price that we could afford this car?
I'm not sure what you all have. I know Rush was trying to get money wired back from Nash, which, I'll allow that he could just send a message, Nash, all right, here's your money back. I held it for you. But I still don't think collectively y'all have 18,000.
yeah,
I do not believe collectively.
No.
I got 2,100.
I have on
Yeah, we're
right
not even
now
close.
18.
Yeah.
16.
I got 1,800 eddies.
Yeah. Yes,
It's not
same.
even close.
Look, if you don't have money to buy, then you just waste my time. Just hit up other booths, buy something, spend money while here, but you obviously can't afford the cars.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes, man with snake.
I'm looking at your stock here.
And Hades produces like no one has seen this. She produces like a pair of glasses she puts on.
Excuse me. I'm noticing here, all of these other cars seem to be very different than the cars that you're trying to sell right here. You said this one was fixed up by the nomads. Where exactly did you get this from?
I have good friends with nomads. They soup up cars. This top-notch jobs.
I like you. I like you a lot. You seem like a really friendly guy. I really feel a strong connection with you. And so does Bathsheba. She really does.
no,
and
I
she
don't want
holds
Snake.
the snake.
You hold snake back. No snake.
I would. Nomads are very close with their vehicles. They're kind of like I am with my snake here. We're very close. It's like a part of our souls, if you will. And from my understanding, if they ever get parted with their vehicles, they get really angry. Really angry. And it would be so just devastating if someone, I don't know, were to find out that their beloved piece of their soul were here with you. That would be so scary. And they run in very large groups. They carry lots of weapons.
You're saying that these cars are stolen? Oh, you try and sell us stolen goods?
I've heard a lot of things
He looks
on
towards
my agent these days.
Yeah, he looks
It
towards
makes me
Rush.
nervous.
He looks towards Rush and says, So you're a fixer with these people, not know how night market work. Oh, you scared of some stolen items. I think you're in the wrong place. You need to look for like a J.C. Penney, maybe a Target or something to go buy something nice for yourselves.
Hades is gonna lean forward. No, I'm not afraid for us. I'm afraid for you.
It's then that the other security guy kind of like opens his jacket, showing that he has a very heavy pistol there. And then the other guy kind of like walks in the back behind you. You can feel a presence behind you. And he just leans in and says, "Are you into my home to threaten me?"
I am not threatening you. I'm just saying, I would be really interested in getting this off my hands. It's clearly been modded by somebody who has access to a lot of weapons, a lot of heavy weapons. And we're willing to pay you some good money for
what
it.
What is Bud doing?
I'm just wondering when you guys are gonna let the fixer talk. You know, the guy whose specialization is this exact situation.
Can I roll my persuasion though?
Shut up and let him talk.
I'm gonna roll this anyway just to see what happens.
Literally have a fixer for this exact
He can jump in at any moment.
Yeah, he just leans back again, and says, "I don't think you understand what's happened here, and I don't like your fucking tone. Why don't you leave my container now and just do business somewhere else?" And then he looks towards Russian Alley, and he says, "You going to buy a vehicle or not?"
So while this was going down and Hades was talking, would it have been possible for me to kind of get a look at that thing that had the keys in it, or at least get an idea of what kind of a thing it is, and I'd be able to use conceal reveal to get something from it while the guy's distracted by Hades?
Yeah, it would have to be some type of you're trying to pickpocket?
Yeah, I guess I'd have to kind of take the whole case because I don't know which is the right key, but
well, yeah, the case was with the younger guy.
Mm-hmm.
That was
and he
back.
Left, right?
Yeah, he was on his way back.
Where...
And real quick, is Russia level rank 5 now? Did you increase your rank
5
with
now,
ID?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, then it is 20%.
I can talk up a job by 20.
Exactly.
So I can talk up a job for 20%, but I can't haggle a price down below 10% yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the guy with the box of keys, he came down to me, right, to get to where I am to give those boys their key, and then he took it back up to where they are. Is that right?
Yeah, he ran back up, and it'd be about this time he's kind of getting back into the shipping container, entering behind Hades' Russian alley cats.
So I would have kept the channel open so that...
Yeah, and I would have told him that, the keys are in a box.
Sure.
That they bring down and open up one by one, yeah.
So I imagine that he's probably telling Rush that while Hades is doing whatever it is she's doing.
Yeah.
And so at this point she's still doing whatever with this guy, and then I imagine will just be like, "You get out of my box." She's like,
Fine, but you're making a mistake. Again, with all due respect, because I like you a lot. And again, she holds the snake out. And Bathsheba just thinks you're wonderful.
No,
Look at that
snake.
face. Oh, she thinks you are just fantastic. She loves you. She told me herself. But fine,
Okay.
I'll get out.
That's a
I'm
yes
not.
on
You don't
Pete.
have to tell me twice.
He's in
Maybe
some sort
we-
of lockbox. They got a young kid running him back and forth.
Maybe we Rush. Maybe we look at different car, and settle for something else.
Yeah,
And maybe we get taken to the car and see how it handles, where all the cars are kept.
yeah, the guy says, "Yeah, maybe you get something you can't afford. Then that's fine. Just get something you can afford. Let's do deal. Be done. Get out of my trailer. I have more sales to do, And then all of a sudden, that young kid kind of enters back into the trailer. That other security guy that walked in behind stepped back out when Hades stepped out and just started doing his rounds again. But the younger guy made it back in, kind of walked over to this main guy, who, by the way, introduced himself as Ash. Completely forgot the introduction because we just dove into conversation when everybody went in. But he did introduce himself. But that kid kind of like walks up and just walks up to him and nods at him, puts the case back down under the desk, and just turns And when he sees Alley Cats, you see his eyes just go big, and he's like, "Holy shit! Is that Alley Cats?" He seems to recognize you.
God damn it! Damn me and my recognizable face.
He's like, yeah,
You're
Alley
not
Cats all the way.
Yeah, that's the whole.
Yeah, I know. Ash, is it?
Yes, I am Ash. So what? Who is this Alley? What happened to your accent? What is going on here? I don't like any of this. And the young kid kind of leans out. And he's
Well-
like, that's Alley Cats.
Yes,
She's
I'm
very
a rocker, and I used to grow up. I never used to be Alley Cats before. Before all of this, I was Julia, and so when I hear a familiar accent, I just kind of slip into it. But in my day job, I'm a rocker. I have a little stream, and I sell my brain dances. She probably has like a kind of like chip hollow thing that you can kind of
Examples.
yeah, it's almost like one of those it's like one of those holographics, but it's kind of like a literal hologram of just like her kind of like, it's almost like a not a TikTok, one of the boomerangs of her like kind of going to do something. I don't know, maybe you've heard of me.
I do not know anything about this. I don't understand what is fucking going on, but you want to buy a car, you buy a car. I don't know. And that's the kid chimes in, no, that's Alley Cats. I mean, she was like famous and shit. I haven't seen any of her shit in a while, but I've seen all your brain dances, man. I love them.
Yeah, come on
she's
around.
famous.
Come on over here. Get a photo with her. Come on.
Yeah,
Maybe he knows
both of
because
you,
he's
both of
local.
you.
I don't know.
we
The
could,
kid definitely
come
walks over to
a-
get a picture with you, though.
Yeah, I'll do that.
The lighting is terrible in here. Why don't you just stand at the front?
You're right. Yeah. Maybe we get a less crowded room. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just gonna deal with a fan. Kind of walk away from this guy out to the front. Rush, is that right?
I was just thinking the lighting
Yeah.
would be a bit better out there, you know?
Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of like not grab him, but like put my hand in kind of like the small of his back and like, yeah, let's get a much better picture. Tell me your kind of story. What's there to know about you? And kind of like talk him up a little bit.
To the kid
Is
or to
the
Ash?
case-
The kid
The
who
younger
likes
guy.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you ask
What's
him,
your name? What's your story?
Yeah, when you start talking, he's just like, no, I'm Pox. I'm kind of a local. Got down with these guys with Ash. Gave me a job and helping out. Like he's just talking a mile a minute. You can tell he's a fan and he's excited. And he's like kind of telling you his whole life story. He's obviously not Russian, he's local, but he's kind of an assistant to this guy Ash. He's just like, no, and I'm working with them. I'm coming up the ranks. I might, I'm going to be working with the family one day. I'm working my way up too. Maybe I'll have the money. I'll take you out on a date sometimes. Like, but thanks for the picture. It'd be cool. Do you have any like new brain dances you've been working on? Maybe I can get a copy and watch that shit. And I'd love to send that to my family back home. They're not even going to believe I know you. In fact, if I could get another video with you, maybe to put on the garden, I can really show all my friends and everything that I've actually met you. I'd totally hashtag Alley Cats. I'll tag you. Any promos that you might need, I'll just.
Pox.
What?
She's just gonna like kind of put her finger to his lips.
Yeah.
There's no rush.
He kisses.
Okay.
He kisses your finger a little.
That's very sweet. Well, I was wondering if maybe we could deal. You say that you want to work your way up. People really appreciate a guy who kind of takes over the business. Someone who takes his own future in his hands. I need a car.
You mean me take the business from Ash and I think you might be thinking I'm a little bit bigger than I am, but those guys are serious.
No, but you have access to your boss's merchandise, and you and I want a deal. I've got 5 all-exclusive brain dances right here that could be exclusive to you.
Give me a.
You know what? You could even start selling them, make a few eddies off of it.
Yeah.
Just a one-time little deal. And you know how much some of my brain dances go for.
Yeah, there's
ruining young men's lives.
He's absolutely blushing.
Hey, that's commerce.
Little bead of sweat on his lip and forehead. You can tell that this is some serious shit to him. He's really thinking about it. Give me your charismatic impact. You got to be a DV of an 8 with a single person here, which isn't that difficult. But let's see if you can pull it off. Nice. Yeah, you kind
Where's my roll 20 stalling? I gotta look on the stream. Okay, 12.
yeah, he kind of like wipes the sweat away and stuff. He's like, well, I mean that's really serious. But I'd love to get my hands on those.
You get to sample the goods, but we have a deal here. You can merchandise these. You can sell them.
I'll tell you what.
These rights are exclusive to you.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I'll do this. I'll get what you need. But whatever y'all doing, you said you're heading out of here. You take me with you. I'm not sticking around here. These people are gonna fucking kill me if I do this.
We got room for a tag along.
We have a new buddy.
Look, we're heading back to a nomad gang. There's opportunity there, and then we're heading back to Night City. So if you want to put up posts either of those places, we're happy to give you a ride.
I mean, Night City sounds cool. I've never been out there, and I mean, if you need an assistant, a personal assistant or something, maybe I could help you with some things. I just know that I can't stick around here. If I'm going to help you all out, I would just love to hang out with you all the time. We could do some drinking. We could hang out, do some partying. I could maybe help you set up some brain dances or something. Maybe even be in a couple of them. That would be really cool if I could be in a couple of them. What?
Stop running your mouth. Start running the motor. Okay? We can sort out business when we get to Night City. I need that.
So Camino. I can go?
Yeah.
What's Bud doing during all this too? Those security guards had their little conversation in the lot. The other guy went back to the front of the parking garage while the one who walked down there came back up into the trailer hanging out with Ash. Alley Katz is obviously right outside of the trailer talking to Pox, getting a picture, talking him into helping maybe jack the keys. Hades is kind of standing out there, rushes in the shipping container. I'm about to get back to him, but all that's been going down. What was Bud doing now? Did he left the parking garage, or has he been staying back there with eyes on the El Camino the whole time?
No, I'm staying down there, eyes on the El Camino, and as is a theme for Bud, he's just smoking cigarettes. You know, just chaining them, just keeping an eye on where all the guards are, the exits, everyone who's down there. He said, you know, there were people just sort of hanging out there. There were, you know, unhoused folk and stuff like that. So I imagine I'm pretty inconspicuous.
Oh, yeah. In fact, one of them comes over to ask you for a cigarette when you light up. One of those homeless people in that little corner camp. Nice. Yeah, he takes it. Thanks you.
Sharing is caring, as they say. Yeah, no worries.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and back up, what was Rush doing in the trailer while all that conversation stuff was going down with Allie out? Took the guy out to take a picture. What was he up to?
I was hoping both of the guys were going to go, or at least they would be distracted enough that I would be able to steal the key. But
Ash
seeing
stayed
that
right there.
Ash is staying, I'm going to be looking through the catalog with Ash and hoping that Allie's able to work some magic. So I'm going to be looking at some of the less expensive cars with Ash and basically just acting like I've completely given up on the El Camino, and I'm looking at stuff that's in like the 5K range.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'll probably message Rush and kind of like just surreptitiously on his agent. Don't say anything out loud and try and act natural, but we've got to weigh in with the fan. So we can kind of waltz in, grab this Camino, and speed off.
Mm-hmm.
But don't give up the ghost, you know? Just act natural if you can. And let's head to that apartment block and get the car.
Look, Ash, I didn't want my girl in here when I said this, but I don't think I can afford what you're selling right now. It's gonna break her heart.
Well, I apologize, but I'm here to make my money. I can't help you with that. If you can't afford, then you just can't buy.
Yes, I'll be on my way. Listen, I'm sorry for wasting your time. I can see this gentleman behind me wants to speak with you. Have a great night market. All right? I hope it is profitable for you.
Well, I at least appreciate that. Maybe one day I'm in your big night city. I look you up, fellow fixer to fixer. We do business. I don't know. Maybe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Did I say Night City? I meant Baton Rouge. See ya.
Yeah, earlier you did say Night City. That's what Ali said.
I did.
But it's right then when the conversation was ending. You can hear some arguing coming from out in the night market, kind of near the entrance where you all entered from originally. You hear just like arguing, some yelling, things like that, and even like some crowd participating. And like as people are like yelling, they're like, I don't know why these sounds are triggering, but. Let me stop them.
Hades goes to the edge of wherever the chaos is.
Sorry. And yeah, you can basically see that there's like a group of people gathering over by the entrance where you came in. And it looks like, the security guy that was at the front there, one of the guys that was walking around, they're over towards the front there kind of like holding a group of guys back, maybe like, 5 or 6 guys of Asian descent. And they're just arguing, and a couple of them are like pointing over. And when that's happening, Ash just kind of like looks into the other security guard and says, fuck. He's like, go take care, make sure they don't get in. Just fuck those guys out, get them out. And the other security guy starts like walking over to the group over there. And Rush, if you'd give me a perception roll.
Sure. 21.
Damn. Yeah, you can tell, I don't know why, but the animated map is no longer animated on it. I think Roll20 just froze on me too. But yeah, when you look over, you can see in the group of the guys some definite tag tattoos and light tattoos holding the Yakuza symbol. It seems like these guys are part of the Yakuza, showing up arguing with some of these Russian security guard guys that Ash has sent over there. They just seem to be arguing, some type of tiff going on.
Hey, look, I've got your back if you need to go and take a gander at what's going on over there. I can stand there, look a bit like some muscle for you, too.
Yeah, he just looks up and says, no, my guys take care. I don't need any help. Just, stay out of business. This might get sticky. Just go buy things that you can maybe afford, and let me handle this. He just seems very concerned, kind of looking right through you and past you at the guys kind of arguing.
If there's
Got an update?
I don't know, there's some kind of commotion. Rush, should we use this opportunity to just get the hell out of Dodge?
I think
Perfect,
it's a good
yeah.
time.
Got
Okay.
a hold of the keys?
Pox, would you mind giving us that tour?
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't.
Let's get to the car.
I don't know. I'd have to go get the key for you first, which is with Ash. Let me try to get the key, and then I can take you to the car. He looks
Damn
into the
it.
trailer, and you can see the case on the desk next to Ash where the keys are.
Gonna
If
get that boy killed.
if the agent was still on, you just hear Hades pipe over.
Did I hear someone say you need a distraction for that guy?
And Hades
Yep.
is just gonna go back into the crate where Ash is.
Ash!
Pox, follow her.
And she just goes in, so I imagine she gets there a little bit before he would get in.
Yeah,
And she's
Ash
gonna
is
go
behind
back-
you, or Pox is behind you. Ash just looks up. Oh fuck,
She's
she's
gonna
back.
walk in and just like slam her hand down on whatever he's using as the desk. Boom! Like,
Hey, I have a question for you!
Okay, what's new now? What happened now?
What's going on? Why is it because these people are Asian out there that you won't let them in? Is that why you don't like Is that why you don't like Bella? Like, come on! Is that
Grab the key. Grab the key.
Is you have something against her? Or do you have
please,
something against me?
Please.
I don't even know you. You don't even know me. How could you do this?
With
You
no
haven't
security
even
in
tried
there.
to get to know me.
With no security in there, he kind of like stands up and is like shoving you back, and he's like, "Just leave the trailer." And he's starting to try to push you out of the trailer and walk out. Are you going to contest that? Kind of stand your ground and try to stay there while he's pushing her? Or are you going to go let him push you out?
She's gonna let him push her all the way out of. She's going to make him physically push her out of the container so that he has to like be moving her out.
Oh, yeah. No, he totally does. He shoves you out of the back of the container
give her a kiss,
and off the
give her
edge.
a
He's
kiss,
like, please, just don't. No, take Snake and don't fucking come back. I have so much going on. Just somebody take care of this.
Come on, she loves you.
I'll stay next to her so that he sees that I am with her while Pox goes in and gets the key.
Oh yeah, when that was happening and Ash was kind of pushing Hades out, you can see Pox behind standing there, and he's just like nervous as fuck, and he reaches down and he kind of like pulls out and holds up the key and closes it, and he looks at Alan, he's like, and is holding the key.
Okay.
And he's just standing
I'll
there. He's
signal
like,
to Allie, get him to take more than just that one.
oh, did we
I
freeze?
see. Allie looks frozen to me.
Ellen's
He's doing
froze.
an amazing interpretation of stillness.
She'll be back. I think she just jacked out. She'll come back.
She's become stillness.
Yeah, we've had quite a bit of glitchy issues today. The Roll20 froze on me. The videos froze on me when I had to get that map in there. And now Ellen got kicked. Today's been a day of glitching. I really apologize, everybody watching, but we'll keep it moving. But yeah, during that, while we're waiting on Ellen to get back in, pushes Hades out of the back of the shipping container, rushes back there, kind of like standing with her. He's just saying, get out of here. And you can see him kind of like looking for any last of his security that might be there, just basically like, get her out of here, somebody, someone. But there's no one there. His security's dealing with all the Yakuza. But yeah, and Pox is behind, just kind of like holding the key, smiling, kind of shocked that he's doing it, but he's doing it obviously for Allie.
I imagine, like, in the excitement and the utter joy that Ash is having in this beautiful moment between them that is clearly love, I imagine, like, there would be a free moment that Rush could probably, like, make some sort of, like, on the other... I'm swinging her around. On the other side, like, behind Ash's back, just, like, make a hand at Pox and be like, more than one, or something like that, too.
Yeah, because just something to kind of make it so it's not just...
I imagine at this moment... Hades has made it her goal to have Ash's full attention on her and this danger noodle. She is stuck in his face, like...
yeah.
That she is not relenting.
Yeah, no, you can absolutely do that. Rush does it. Allie does. I think Allie was about to kind of gesture that too, but you kind of go past Ash while Ash is dealing with Hades, like, hey, grab a few more, grab a few more. That sort of like look. And yeah, you see Pox like all smiling with the keys, and he's like, oh, more? Oh. And he like looks down, and you see him like grab a couple other keys. Now he's got like 3 of them. He's like, and puts them in his pocket and closes the case and kind of like walks up back behind Ash and like slides behind him. Ash notices Pox at that moment and looks for him. He's like, hey, help me get this bitch out of here. Security's tied up with you. Get this bitch out of here. And Pox like kind of like goes past him like, lady, let's get out of here, and kind of like is pushing you.
Come on. Well, what about you? How do you feel about her?
And she's just gonna go with him as he escorts her out, but just like kind of doing the same spiel.
Yeah, you kind of like back away, and Ash just like, you see him just like, Jesus Christ, and he's like looking around and goes back and sits at his desk, kind of straightens the box, straightens his paperwork, and he's just kind of like eyes on the Yakuza and the security, who are still arguing. In fact, it looks like it's getting a little bit heated, like it's getting a little, they're still arguing.
So,
and
is there a guard down here with me?
Yeah, there's one down in the parking garage. You notice up in the 2 entrance and exits, a security guard at each one. One of them walked over and was talking with the guy at one moment you saw. But yeah, in the 2 exit entrances, 1 guard in each one, just standing there out by the main street with vehicles, traveling past every once in a while with traffic, people walking around. Still very busy city. But I do want to stop the session right here because we are having issues. Ellen hasn't been able to jump back in. We're kind of at a good climax moment. We just passed the 2-hour mark, so I'm good with that if everyone else is. We'll get back into this next week. We are starting to wrap up these shows fairly quick, so I do want to do a little summarization and telling everyone watching, please. And here comes Ellen. Everybody, please give some support to Syrinscape. Follow, subscribe on Twitch and YouTube, as well as all of the players here. Dan, if you could drop all the links in the chat there for everybody. We'd all appreciate a follow, a subscribe, just showing us some support. That would be awesome. Ellen, we just kind of recapped the ending right there. I'll be able to fill you in chat, but we're going to end this session right there as the Yakuza's arguing with security. Hades got pushed out of the shipping container as Pox jacked some keys out of the box. And you guys kind of convinced him to grab a few sets of keys. Ash sat back down as you guys are kind of gathering up. But yeah, if everyone could just show some support to Syrinscape and all the players, we do this every week, so make sure you tune back in next Thursday, same place, same time. All right, thanks so much, everybody.
Thanks, James.
See you next time.
Chat again. Bye.
Oh my god.
Ultimo.